That is by far one of the most beautiful kits I think I have seen. I am very, very impressed and dude, I'm stoked for this thing, man. We got the Greddy V mount kit in for the RX7. These are always on back order. There's a couple people who normally stock them, but dude, these kits are like the go-to kit for RX7s. They provide the best cooling, they're awesome for power, they make dope noises, they look incredible, it's authentic, genuine Greddy. It's like dope Japanese shit. That's what we like. Dope Japanese shit. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be getting the Greddy V mount kit on. We might start building intercooler piping. The RX7 is gonna be so freaking close to starting today. I am just ecstatic. We're waiting on the ignition system to come in. I thought I needed to order a power steering cooler, but it looks like Greddy gives us one for this V mount kit, which is fucking dope. I do, however, have one problem with the RX7 that I need to fix, and I had to buy a tool to be able to do it. I need to drop the subframe and reseal the oil pan and the engine mounts because the engine mounts are leaking oil, so that kind of sucks. I might have to drop the transmission also because my dummy self did not use anaerobic sealer when I put the engine together on the back sealing washers, so it may leak water. Don't know. We'll cross that bridge later, but for now, I want to get this freaking V-mount kit in here. So this is the Greddy Type 19 V-mount kit. This is for single turbo applications. I mean, it works for twin turbo applications also, but for what we're doing right now, this is for single turbo applications because we only got the one intercooler pipe. If you're doing a twin turbo setup on this configuration, it wouldn't work. They make a twin turbo one for that, which gives you all the piping for the twin turbos, the intakes, all that kind of stuff. So I have absolutely no idea how to install any of this stuff, but I do have the RX7 chilling right here. I've already made room in here. I've relocated the fuse box. I've just got everything like good to go. I've been waiting for this kit to show up. So let me pop open that instruction manual real quick. Let me read through there just to get a general idea of what we're going to be doing. Just to glaze over the kit with you guys. Comes with the intercooler there. The radiator comes with all the ducting to be able to keep air going to both of those. This looks like a power steering cooler, which I believe it is. This looks like it goes for the radiator. A compression tube, which I already have one of these, so I might just resell that one. Looks like we have one intercooler pipe here, some clamps, we've got some foam, some tubing, some hoses, some AC stuff, brackets, bolts, you name it. Looks like everything else is in that box right there. So let me get an idea of what I'm doing, and then let's start getting all this stuff on the Mazda, because I want to get this thing running ASAP. Feel the little feet on the fan. Foam on. Foam's gonna go right more right there. Oh, it's relaxed. I don't want to stretch it. Just keep it nice and relaxed. So lower radiator brackets are in. We got this one on this side, this one on this side. This side is the side that uses M6x1. This side uses like M8. I had to use a different bolt for over here because the one that they supplied was just a little bit too small for at least my car. Don't know why, but it was a little bit too small. Got the brackets on. You want the little feet facing inwards, like so. Now I know there's some little, one of these rubber stops is gonna go in next. I don't know which one, but one of these little rubber stops is next. We have 38 and 39 there. M8x1 bracket. Get that guy on there. This ain't too bad. radiator in, and it looks really freaking good. So there's a small spacer that goes beneath these little feet that then go down to this guy. We've got our foam strip here. We've got one radiator outlet here, which I believe goes there, and then the other one down there will go here, but I have this oil cooler there, or the thermostatic switch, so we'll figure that out later. It's not a big deal. Sick, super pumped to see the radiator in, man. That looks so freaking good. It's like the whole entire mouth down there is just radiator. I love it. So now that we've got the radiator in, I'm going to continue trying to figure out instructions in Japanese and English and figure it out. It looks like we're starting to get down there. No, we're not. We still have the intercooler, all the shrouding, ducting, hoses, a lot more bolts, which I got to figure out. I did want to show you guys this though, because this is how I kind of went through the instructions. Everything is labeled in numbers, like number 47, 50, 52, 46. So I went through the whole bolt bag and just kind of organized what goes where, so that way I could easily find things. So let me figure out what we're doing next. And I'm guessing it's probably gonna be shrouding. So it looks like a lot of the next steps are things that we're not keeping in the car, like AC, the AST. I have a Chase Bay's AST delete coming for this, so we're not gonna be using any of that. So I'm not gonna stress any of that stuff at the moment. We could do this radiator section here, but I don't know if I still have the hoses. I'm gonna have to dig through those bins back there and see if they're even in usable condition. So we're gonna skip all that stuff for right now and jump over to the air dam plates. So it looks like we're gonna put some sponge tape on those guys and then get those guys installed. So we've got B and C, which are going to be these two right here. There. Put it up there, right there. You guys up. Next up is super mega fun intercooler stuff. Okay, that seems easy enough. Looks like the first one just goes right there. So grab a bolt. It's going to come down straight towards me like so. This one with the little straight guy. Just like that from what it looks like. It's a really like well-engineered kit too, like especially with like all the shrouding and everything. A lot of kits never come with shrouding and whatnot, so it's kind of nice. Nice to be fancy every once in a while. Intercooler kind of slides in. It sits offset. I want to say it sits on, yeah, it totally sits on that side. I had to go back and adjust some of the foam on the side pieces because I had it on the sides when it's supposed to be on the top. So got all of that readjusted, got that guy in there. But dude, this ducting is wild. Like it actually directs air up to the radiator versus where most cars just air just kind of flows. So now that we've got this actually set up, I can actually get the intercooler in now. So let's get the intercooler installed, and then after that we got our baffle plate, and then we're gonna start knocking out a lot of the smaller stuff like radiator fans and whatnot. So the intercooler will probably come in and out a couple of times, but it's whatever. I'll dig through those bins back there, see if I have any hoses for the radiator to actually connect up to the engine and whatnot. And dude, it's finally starting to look like a complete engine bay. I'm so stoked. Actually install this now, so this ducting scoops down there. Like that, I'm guessing. Trying to dig around my coupler bin to see what I have and what I don't have. Hey, we're gonna have to collect turbo still, but I'm not worried about that right this second. I was able to find one for the turbo. Don't have that size, don't have that size. I don't think I have this size either. I do have one that will fit for that. It's a 90, so we'll worry about that here in a little bit. Next thing I want to do is go ahead and jump under the car and knock out this power steering line real quick. Also, as for this little ducting shroud here, I just installed the little OE bracket. You don't need the AC condenser to be there to hold it in place, so I just threw it in to hold that guy in, so our little air duct is in there. So let's get this thing up in the air and start getting that power steering line in. I had to dig out the old one because I think we're gonna rob the hoses off of it. It comes with some new brackets and whatnot. We're gonna have to bend them, but shouldn't be too bad. I'm I'm gonna worry about the power steering later. I need power steering line for that because the hoses that I have, the stock, I don't know what Greddy wants you to do. They don't really tell you in the instructions. They just say to bolt that pipe down there, which we did. But I got the turbo clocked. I need to go to the shop to go pick up some wiring to be able to extend the fan harness, which shouldn't be bad to do. But on top of that, I also need to figure out intercooler piping and an intake. So before I order pipe and I spend more money on tubing or anything like that, I want to go see what I have. Not looking too good. That is not what we need. That is stainless. Ain't got that much. I thought I had more. I've got a couple straights. Some of you guys have been asking about this car. I talked to the machine shop. The motor's shipping out Thursday. I told myself and I promised, I said that I wouldn't make a single video on this car until I got the engine back, and I'm holding true to that. So engine ships out Thursday. You guys won't get any videos on this car until this car is running, and then I will be doing it in one big video for the 6-cylinder. I did get the Hellcat 525 fuel pumps in to replace the 450s. So ID 2600s, 2 Wall Bureau 525s. This car is going to do 1,000 plus. Precision 7675 with the triple disc, the built motor. Heads are already here. They're already cleaned up. Everything's good to go. So as soon as the short block comes back, this engine's going together. We're going to upload the old tune onto it. It'll be on its 700 wheel tune once we upload that on there, which will be fine for engine break-in, and then full send on the dyno, baby. So I've gone ahead and extended the fan harness down so it now wraps down underneath the radiator and plugs in. But my order, I placed an order last night for the material to be able to build the intake, so that is ready for pickup. So we're gonna swing down to Ace Race Parts, grab a coupler and a piece of tubing, and then I can do what I need to do to be able to make the intake, and then that's done. I don't know what I wanna do for this charge pipe yet, so I'll figure that out later. Back from Ace Race, I went ahead and snagged a 45-degree 4-inch coupler, 45-degree 4-inch piece of aluminum, and then we have our air filter right there. So I'm thinking I'll cut this down a little bit, and then with this guy, it'll just kind of like put the intake right about there, right where we want it. So let me get that coupler trimmed down. We're probably gonna have to run over to the shop, or we are gonna have to run over to the shop so I can bead roll that, guys, so that way everything seals up as it should. But let's get an intake made for this thing. I didn't grab any piping for the intercooler because to be honest, I just don't know how I want to do it quite yet, but we'll figure that out later. Back, and the intake is installed, and it fits even better now that everything's bead rolled. It sits exactly where it needs to, right next to the intercooler here. Kind of bends down, goes right there. And the cool part about this is with this turbo kit, they just give you the filter. Normally you just put the filter on the turbo, but having the intake is nice because now it'll get that fresh air right down there from all the ducting that we have in here. So it'll flow up, go up to the intake there, feed the intake, then go into the turbo. I still need to figure out the intercooler piping here. I think I'm gonna clock this turbo another, I don't know, a lot, and maybe have the outlet down there on the bottom to be able to come up here, because having it right here, I just don't see like a feasible way unless, I mean, I could run a 45 off of that and then have it go there, but I would need the outlet to be like down here, because with it right there, it just sits way too high. But dude, RX-7 looks awesome. There's only a handful of parts needed left to make this thing run. That is the excessive lower intake manifold, which I've already ordered. We need to order the new upper intake manifold. We're getting the one from Turbo Source or Turbolone. It's like an aftermarket one that flows way better, and since I broke that one, it's an opportunity to upgrade. We need 2 more ID 1700s and then the Catback, and then we will have all of the major parts to get this RX-7 running again for the first time in 10 years too. We're close, baby, and it looks so close too. Oh, and the blow-off valve. I ordered that, but that's still shipping. But that is all I've got on this one. Killer progress on the RX-7. In the next video, I need to support the engine, drop the front subframe to fix that oil leak, get all that sorted. I may drop the transmission in the next video to put that anaerobic sealer on. I don't know yet. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but we got to do it. So we'll see. I want to do that before I even go to put water in the car, because I already know it's going to leak out of those back bolts where the sealing washers are. So it's whatever. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, turn to black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver sign, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be, I'll put it in one of these corners. No idea which one quite yet. But with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.